Hello and welcome to another video. So today we're going to go over the POS interface, the kitchen display, the server display and the collection point screens. How to manage them, how to use them and how to get the best out of them essentially. So let's start off with the POS. We've got our POS here and then you can select here obviously what type of order. Ignore the coming soon on dine-in, we do have the dine-in already. It's just not on this version that I'm showing here. So we've got your usual POS system, which is obviously your walk-ins, you got your takeaway and your delivery. Both open the same thing, it's just that obviously it then automatically applies it. So if you've got a delivery fee set in the settings, it's going to automatically add the delivery fee, and then takeaway is obviously going to set it to takeaway prices automatically. So our layout is pretty much like a lot of different POS systems, so let me just move that over there. We've got your categories here with different colours you can set, or alternatively you can have them as images. I'm going to show you how to do that as well. And then in each category you've got your items here as well, like that. And then up here if we go to here first, you've got your order that shows up here. So let's say we add some scampi, add that salt and vinegar, curry sauce, mushy peas, Coca-Cola there we go. Your order starts coming here, and then obviously if you do start adding more, you can easily just swipe up and down if you're on the touchscreen. Obviously it is really nice and easy to use. And then obviously you've got your notes here, your special instructions for each item there if you want as well, or your general order notes as well, to say the customer's said coming back in 15 minutes for example. And then obviously you've got card, cash and gift card. So if you press card, it'll just go automatically straight through. You press cash, it's going to pop up with the cash button, where obviously you can just enter the amount, or obviously you've got your quick amounts here and then complete your payment. And then gift card is obviously if they've got a gift card code, which you can add via our settings as well. That happens there as well. Up here you've got your customers, so you can assign customers here. So say add Brad to that customer, say they want to earn loyalty points. Look, they can see that they've got their 884 loyalty points. And then also you can redeem points here as well. So these are the rewards that we've got. You can also just say, okay, right, let's redeem this 10% off as well. And that will update there. It's just that obviously I haven't got it active, these rewards essentially. That's why it's not activating. And then you've got your discount here. So you've got quick discounts here, or you can do pound amount, percentage amount, whatever it is. So NHS 10% will automatically get added as well there, as you can see here. And then you've got your today's orders, which will show all of your orders from today. Your online orders, which will show your online orders, your phone AI orders, and your aggregator orders. As you can see here, this one was probably online. Yeah, I think that was online, and then these ones are phone AI, as you can see here. How these orders show is here. Oh, this one was actually, obviously it comes up as phone AI, but this one was drive-through, so let's just ignore that for now. With the online orders, you can do notifications as well. So say this one, say if they ordered online and this wasn't a, let's try finding an online order. I believe this one. This has got their number there as well for quick and easy ringing. If obviously you go in today's orders, you'll see all of the details. But for the online orders, you just get quick, easy actions. You've got their number there and their name there, and obviously their order number, what they've ordered, and the total there. This one's already been marked as ready, so we can go here, for example. You can go mark as ready, and if this was online, it's going to send them an email saying, okay, right, your order's ready. And then once the staff have got the order and they have come to grab that order, you can really easily just go customer collected, and then they pay by card as well, and that's done. That order will then disappear from that online orders, and then your kiosk orders show here as well. These don't go unless they are cleared like that, just because obviously you need to be able to clear these properly. And then yeah, let's just put this order through now just to get it out of the way with, and then now we are selected into that customer. And then also you got full screen here as well. You're not going to be able to see the top because my recording is set to stop it here, so let's exit that. That is your little POS walkthrough essentially. And to manage this POS in settings, we've got here, or alternatively if you want to change like the whether they're buttons or images, you have to do that in the menu builder, and you can change the colors and text color in the menu builder as well. So I'm going to show you where that is now. In the menu builder, you've got your categories on the left side and your items on the right side. Your categories are, you can add the image there if you want to show images, and then you can add button color there as well, and then text color for that as well. And then here is where you'd set on the POS whether I'd prefer an image to show or a colour to show, online whether I prefer image or colour, and then kiosk image or colour as well. Default legacy is just goes straight to image. So default is always image essentially. And then items here, you've got, because the items bit is so big it's hard to find sometimes. Right, there we go, button colour here, and you could put your image there as well. And to show whether you prefer this or that, you would go show image in POS. So if you want to show the image rather than the button, you just click that there and it shows the image rather than the button. And obviously you can have that for all different items then as well. It's not just one set way that most people do, like the template system. And then if we go to settings here, we've got POS settings. You've got the classic, which I'll show you, and then I'm going to show you now the modern design. I actually prefer classic as more of a modern design, to be honest. I don't know where the names come from, but yeah, this is the ServeMate modern, where it's just categories on the left and then items showing up here. But anyway, my favourite is generally the classic, so I like to stick with the classic for my test account. So this is a staff login v2 mode, so you can turn that on, save the settings, and then once you go into POS, you're going to be required to sign in first. So if I do that, I don't actually know what the pin is for this account, so I was wrong. Let's just go back anyway. But yeah, you get it, and then as soon as obviously you log in, it's gonna go straight in there. So let's turn that off. This is for the POS as well, so this is staff amendments. So you can let staff manage orders essentially, so that they can go in the orders tab and then they can add to the order. For obviously say online or phone orders, they can just really quickly and easily change that and add to it if they really want to. And then you can allow customer amendments here as well. So say like you don't normally start cooking food at least 5 minutes until, you let the customers allow to be able to modify their order within 5 minutes. Carrier bags I've gone into in the menu builder. I'm going to go into it anyway again. So we've got charge for carrier bags here. So instead of adding, like with most systems now, obviously since the government added a charge for carrier bags, instead of adding an item or a category for bags, we've added so that it's all automated. So if you just have the one type bag, you can just really simply here put 20p and then how many items can fit per bag. So if they order up to 5 items, that's going to automatically charge them 20p for a bag, and it's going to show on the ticket. And then if they order say 10 items or 6-7 items, it's going to charge 2 bags automatically. But if you've got 2 different types of bags and some products don't fit in certain bags, you can add this here. So large and small, same rules apply again. They're going to automatically apply, but in the menu builder, in certain products, in all the products, sorry, you can set whether this fits in a small bag or a large bag. If the small ones, if you've got a small and large option, you don't need to fill up all the products for small and say, oh yeah, this fits in small, this fits in small. You could just put certain products in large and it will automatically work that out as well. Selling more just natural upselling, to be honest. So you got 3 suggestions there, and in the menu builder, I've shown it on the menu builder video anyway, where you can essentially add a goes well with option on there. So fish and chips, for example, goes well with curry sauce, tartar sauce, mushy peas. On POS, that's going to automatically pop up right before the staff puts the order through. It's going to pop up saying, here's the 3 items you should upsell this customer right now. And then at the same time, on online is going to do the same thing. And Sophie then can connect to that as well, but Sophie can also connect her own data to that as well, so from everything. Tax rate doesn't matter at all, and then your quick action discounts, which I showed you in the discounts tab, this is where these show here, and then you can obviously really easily just edit them to your own. So say instead of 10% for the NHS, you give 15%, and obviously you can add it on whole order, just specific items, and then manually as well. And then over to kitchen. So I'm going to go over to our kitchen display here. So this is our kitchen display, really nice, easy to use interface. Shows up really well on an actual monitor or even tablet. You can use it on anything, and it is really simple. So if we go to server display here, first. So server display has got no orders there at all. So this is more for like front of house staff that are wrapping orders and making orders up ready for to be delivered and stuff like that. So we go to kitchen display here, and then to say this order, we're going to start it. That's automatically going to pop up on this server display and say, look, it's cooking. You could probably start getting it ready soon. If you go to kitchen display and then click that order is ready, that's still going to show up there, ready to pack. So it's going to show, okay, like fish and chips ready to pack, and then I can just click that, just serve, and then that's only going to show like up to 5-10 minutes of orders. So all these old orders from ages ago. So look, these are all like thousands of minutes ago, and obviously this one here I've got 6 minutes. So if I go start and ready there, and then in collection point, that is showing as ready there. And then if I've put marked as served, that's going to be put ready to collect. So that's the collection point. I'm going to show you how to manage this and how to change this as well. That's the kitchen display, how it shows really nicely. And then obviously as well, if you've missed the start button, you can really easily just go ready, and then it'll go get rid of it straight away as well. And then again, that goes into the server display. And obviously you can have a different device for each as well. We don't charge you extra for each add-on or anything like that, so that's all good there. And if we go to the settings here in kitchen, you can enable kitchen display, enable server display. So this is automatically always enabled anyway. It just doesn't matter whether it's enabled or disabled too much. So, and obviously you don't really get to change much on there. It's just how it is. Collection point is where you can obviously manage it a lot more. So we've got to enable the collection point screen, and you can enable voice announcements as well. So AI voice will literally say, order number 4 is ready to collect, and then hide the customer name as well for privacy if you really want to as well. So walk-in / POS display ready minutes, so that's going to be show as 1 minute, and you can set that to whatever you want. That's for the collection display, obviously how long it's going to be ready, it's sat in ready for, and then online collection ready display minutes 5. So that's going to, if someone orders online and you press ready to collect, that's going to show on there for up to 5 minutes. And if they still haven't come and collected in that 5 minutes, we could just really easily go into POS, go to today's orders, recall to collection point, and then that will automatically go back to the collection point screen, and it will still stay there again for another 5 minutes, for example, if that was an online order collection. Back to kitchen. You've got your slideshow. You can have a slideshow here. You can have different images of slideshow or different videos of slideshow. And then your opacity here as well. How strong is this going to show? So if you have it really weak, that's going to show really weak and faint in the background. If you have it nice and strong, it's going to show nice and strong. It goes up to 80% maximum anyway, but even at 80% it shows really nicely, as I've shown you now. So the banner at the top, this is going to be the background colour for it. That's going to be text colour, and then the accent colour as well. So you can put that as your own brand. You can set your base wait time. So minimum is going to be 10 minutes, and then automatically adjust based on order volume and prep times. So this is gonna automatically work out the estimated wait based on your actual data. And then here as well, you can open screen as well. That is pretty much it. I'm not going to go into printer configuration, because printer configuration is a whole video on its own. There's so much you can do with it. Honestly, it's amazing. And obviously you can have your notifications as well. Sorry. So if you turn this on, any orders that come through is going to have a little ping on the kitchen display, the server display, and the collection point system, and it's going to do it really nicely there as well. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Obviously, again, any questions, reach out to our support. 24/7 availability, full support. And yeah, I'm kind of lost on this one, to be honest. It's a very basic one, but also something that needs a little bit explained sometimes as well. And we do get a lot of questions, obviously, how do you do this, how do you do that? And then because there is so much to the platform and it is overwhelming, a lot of the times people say, oh, such an idiot, I went past that as well. But even I get lost sometimes trying to find everything, so there's nothing to blame at all. It is just overwhelming. There is a lot to it, but obviously we need it and like it that way, so that everyone's got an option to how they want to run their shop. At some point in the future, when everything is almost like we want it to, we are going to add another button here. Well, it'll be here, and then the sign out will go there. And essentially what that will be is you can enable and disable all of the features, so that it's not so cluttered and you don't see everything all in one. But at the minute, it's not too bad. It's just a little bit overwhelming, that's all. So yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good one.